and we should be live. What's going on, D-Bags? Hope you guys are doing well. We're back here again with another episode of the Detox Podcast, episode 366 to be exact. If you're new here and enjoy music, podcasts, comedy, or hooping videos, do consider subscribing. We've got a whole bunch of that stuff going on around here. When you do subscribe, leave a like or hang out in the live chat like you're going to do today. Helps us share conversations and laughs like these with more people, so do consider doing that. Now, before I can introduce you guys to my guest this week, I got to talk to you guys a little bit about vacations. All right, it's getting nice outside in the Midwest. You got to head north. You got to go hang out at Alpine House 2, today's video sponsor. Alpine House 2 is a classic Swiss chalet duplex A-frame with a log cabin interior located directly across the street from the Ski Brule Ski Resort in Iron River, Michigan. Now, you probably won't be doing any skiing right now since we got this heat wave coming through the Midwest, but what you can do is hang out in the river, in the lakes, go for beautiful hikes. Scenery up there is amazing. Alpine House 2, the fishing, hunting, hiking, and not snowmobiling right now, but the fishing, hunting, and hiking is excellent. Plus, now that the lakes are all open and the river's open, all the other water sport activities are amazing this time of year. So take the kids, take the fam, enjoy yourself. They've been pretty consistently booked up with Airbnb and Verbo, but if you reach out to them over on Instagram and just hit them up straight up, tell them that Darren Rita Detox sent you, or you can click the link down below. They should be linked down there. Tell them that we sent you, and they'll help set you guys up with a vacation. That's at ALPINEHUS2 on Instagram. One last time, that's at Alpine House 2 on Instagram to stay up to date with renovations, bookings, and more. Shout out to Alpine House 2 for sponsoring another episode of the show. Also, I mentioned this is the 366th episode of the show, so we've been doing this for a while, many times, and we've made many of mistakes on the technical side of things. Had I had our second video sponsor, Impulse Cameras, in my back pocket sooner, probably would have been able to skip quite a few of those issues. Impulse Cameras is located in Oak Creek, Wisconsin's Drexel Square, and they have everything you could possibly need for your creative projects, whether it's cameras, lights, microphones, gimbals, or even just a place to record your own content. They have all of it. They don't just have great gear, though. They also have a hardworking team that's been trained in this industry. So they're either photographers, videographers, people that just set up, build out podcast studios and whatnot. They will help work with you to help get you suited with gear that makes sense for the projects you're working on at prices that actually fit your budget. If you're still not convinced, they also offer super legit rental programs to help you get your hands on some amazing gear before you decide to buy. Plus, they have monthly memberships, so you can get discounts on gear as well as access to an exclusive Discord and more. So check out at impulse.mke on Instagram or impulsecameras.com to see everything that they've got going on around there. They're also linked down below, so shout out to Impulse Cameras for sponsoring another episode of the show. Now that all the church announcements out of the way, we've got to give a wet detox welcome for the third time. Darrell Cochran is here in the building. He's back. He's back and he's with us. You're doing the trifecta.
Yes, sir.
You've joined the 3 club. There's like, I want to say maybe 10 or so people that we've had on many times, so that's in good company.
Nice.
I appreciate you making the time. We had a sort of an audible here today. Aside from that, it was 4th of July this past week, and that's why I'm red.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any family members like lose fingers or body like limbs to fireworks at all? Or?
No, not this weekend.
No.
When we were younger, there was a couple close calls, but we're all
Really?
adults now, and no one's really lighting off too much.
What did you guys used to do?
Oh, we used to go crazy. Well, it was more my brother. We used to go down to Blackjack Fireworks. It was like near 7 Mile Fair.
Oh, God.
And they had like, if it had a red sticker on it, it was buy one, get one free. If it had a green sticker on it, buy one, get 2 free. Like, it just go crazy. My brother would walk out of there with, I don't know, maybe $400, $500 worth of just stuff to shoot off, and it was intense.
Well, the thing is, it's like, dude, you go in there with it. If like I did it a couple years ago, fireworks, they don't sell them the rest of the year. Like, there's no way they're making any money the rest of the year. So they're just like, please buy this. Like, the gunpowder is not going to be like safe and stable. Please get it out of here. I went in a couple years back with friends of mine. There was like 8 of us, and I had everybody chip in like $50, and then I put in like a couple hundred. Do you know how much fireworks you can get? Like, because it is basically everything is buy one get one.
Yep.
Like half of the store is buy one get one.
And like the big shells are just like, yeah, you want some? Come get some.
Yeah,
like,
they're like, yo, if you'll spend $50 on this fucking thing of mortars, we'll give you another one for free.
Yep.
We'll give you 2 for free. Take it. It's amazing.
Yep.
It really is.
Another thing about fireworks sales now, like there used to be so many like small shops like Blackjack Fireworks. Everything got bought out by Phantom Fireworks up here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Everything is a Phantom Firework. I'm just like, I don't want this stuff. I wanted the like more cool looking boxes, the more illegal looking stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to fire off. And then Phantom Fireworks bought up everything.
I want the shit that might hurt me.
Yeah.
It might hurt the people I love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We used to sneak out on this little rowboat that my friends and I had. We would go out at night and it had no lights on it, and no motor or anything. We would just paddle it out to the middle of the lake.
Okay.
And we would have these weird, like, illegal ass fireworks on the lake, and we would stick them like a pack of mortars. They'd be smaller ones, but we would stick them on one end of the boat, and just everyone would sit like in a room not much bigger than this, and we would just sit on the other side of the boat with an umbrella and be like, fuck it, dude, and send it. And that's fun. That's what you need.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
My grandparents used to live on a cul-de-sac, and we just used to shut down that cul-de-sac, and the neighbors would come out and watch. That's how many fireworks we'd buy.
Oh, yeah.
And just the black marks on the street. We had to like turn on someone's high beams to sweep up afterwards. It was just so much just gunpowder everywhere.
It's fun though. There's
It's so
something
much
fun.
fun.
It's archaic. It's silly, but it's like when you're like, fireworks are stupid. They're dumb and they're bad for the environment. And then all those things are true.
Yeah.
But then you're standing under them, you're like, oh, this is pretty sick.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It is.
pretty sick.
Fireworks are the best version of a pyro phase for anybody. Because
Yeah.
it's like you're putting on a show. At least somebody else can enjoy it.
Bare
not just
minimum.
I'm gonna set this car on fire. It's like no. Have
Don't do
fun
that.
with it. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Are they illegal? They're like illegal to shoot off, right?
Illegal to shoot off, but you can buy a permit to buy them.
That's what I have the permit.
Yeah.
I bought it years ago.
A little $2 permit. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, you can buy them, but you can't fire them off.
That's what, and I remember one time I talked to somebody that was a cop, or like his dad was a cop. I can't remember exactly. Guy from a small town, and they were like, "Yeah, that doesn't mean anything, man. You having that means nothing. Like,
Right.
It does not mean you can shoot it. Does not mean it just means they just sell you that so you feel better about doing it."
Yep.
And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I still have it, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot them."
What I've heard from police officers, at least here in Milwaukee, there's so many going off that they're like, we can't do anything about it. They're
Yeah.
worried about more important stuff. Unless somebody calls you in and like you're disturbing something or firing at people, that's the only time they really respond.
I should have called the cops a couple years ago. These fucking kids that were living next door to me, and I didn't want to be like a grouchy old person. I'm not that old yet. But these motherfuckers were shooting them out of the window, and you've seen the rest of this apartment. Like, you know, there's hands out the window, and like so their room is butting up right up against my room that I'm sleeping in, and they're just hand out the window with like a bottle and bottle rockets in there, just shooting them straight out the window. They ended up getting in trouble, like a little bit of trouble. Like the fucking people that run the building were like, "Hey, please don't do that." But like, I'm like, dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. I mean, I used to do dumb shit like that too, but not in an apartment building.
Right.
In rural Wisconsin, we used to shoot them out of my car.
Yeah, that's fun.
Which is pretty dumb, but it's not hurting anybody else. But aside from 4th of July shenanigans, are you good? Are you like, are you hanging out with family? Do you unplug? Are you good at like just kind of stepping away from everything, or is it tough for you to like take the extended vacay?
No, I can take the extended vacation. 100%.
You got it all day.
I got it all day and didn't even go on my phone really. No story uploads, IG showing off how much fun I'm having. I'm just like, no.
Are you good at work-life balance? Are you pretty decent at that?
I think I am. A lot of people would probably say I work too much because I just have my day job, and of course I do comedy at night. But there are weekends where I don't have much going on and I don't have anything planned, so I'm just like, yeah, cool, whatever.
And you're comfortable just chilling,
Yeah,
that's
unless
good.
a booking comes up, then I'm like, yeah, I'm available. What's up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Last minute bookers love me.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why we're here. We're here. You know, dude, that's amazing. It is something like I was up north, and so I didn't have like cell service at all. Like I really couldn't do much. Like I would have to like go back and like try to do a hotspot thing for like a second, and it is weird for me. I'm just not used to doing it. I don't do it that often, and I sound like a city elitist weirdo. But like it's like I'm working a lot. We're trying to work on some big stuff right now, and I'm like booking people and managing things. And it was just like, well, shit. I guess I just have to shut it off for 4 days.
Yeah.
And you come back and there's a couple of things you got to like adjust, but other than that, like the world did keep spinning. Like it is okay.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder, I think.
Yeah.
Hopefully other people that are like workaholics can like take that. If anything, if you get anything out of this podcast, you know, like you can just chill for a couple of days, because I was a little stressed out about that. I'm just not good at like chilling.
Yeah, you gotta chill sometimes, dude. Like I know on some camping trips I've seen people like bring their laptops, like, oh, just in case. I'm like, I could be on call right now, I still don't have my laptop on me. It's like, if something happens, call somebody else, because I have no internet signal out here.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my problem.
I respect that. I still brought like a notebook that like to like work on, like to write some ideas out and whatever.
Yeah.
You know, in downtime, and I did that for like a little bit, but like I don't know. I just get I'm weird. It is tough for me to like, unless there is something driving the plot. It's hard for me to just like sit. I mean, I know I do this every week, but this is like I get to talk. I get to pretend like I can just chill and hang out.
Yeah.
But we're like getting a thing done, kind of.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard for me. Like if you were like, yo, let's just go chill. Like I'm having a fire or whatever. I would have to like build myself up to be like, dude, it's okay. That is you're doing something that we're checking that off the list. Sometimes I'll put like a hangout on my checklist. so then I feel like when I come home I check something off, and then it makes it less weird for me. That's got to be something wrong with me. Like I got to have some sort of tism or something. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, it
Can't
is.
sit still.
Yeah, so it is weird, but I do applaud people that can do it. You've been staying clear of this diarrhea flu though?
Yeah, can't say I've come in contact with that. No, I haven't seen.
People, it's all over the news now. Midwest, it just hit the Midwest. From Michigan, it's in Illinois and Wisconsin now.
How are we gonna know the difference already? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, but apparently, yeah. I'm like,
State fair's coming up. People gonna have diarrhea already. Like, how are we gonna? How are we
gonna be swimming in it again if it floods? It's scary. I'm like, how many? They're like saying it's like, like we had the COVID pandemic, now we have this. They're like, dude, there's a terrible diarrhea viral disease going around right now that like it'll hit you, it'll last for like a week or two, and it'll go away and it'll come back in like a month. And I'm like, if I got I already have, my stomach's already fucked up enough, dude. If I got that, I'm just like calling. I'm not living through 2 Trump presidencies, a pandemic, and now a diarrhea flu that could maybe kill me. I'm just like,
it's enough shit already.
And GLP-1s and Taylor Swift's wedding. What are we doing? I don't have time for all this. There's too much shit going on.
It's the greatest time to lose weight.
Yeah.
Shoot GOP and get that virus.
And get the virus. Yeah. There you go.
Tagging it in the inside and out.
Yeah. God, yeah. That's crazy. It is insane. I did see a bunch of people commenting at first. They're like, yo, how do I catch this? Like, how do I? It's like, God, people are insane. Did you see Taylor Swift's wedding?
No.
I don't know if you keep up with any stuff.
Do I look like a Swiftie to you?
I don't know. I just don't know if you keep up. I'm not a big Swiftie either, but would you get, I don't know if you know, so she rented out Madison Square Garden for like 3 days to have her wedding. They built like a castle, like a full on like Disney castle in the inside. They were like gifting people Rolexes and Birkin bags as like their like bags to leave and whatnot. Adam Sandler, like he was like the marriage person. He ordained them or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I haven't seen the full guest list, but apparently it's ridiculous. And I'm just curious, if you had all the money in the world and you were going to get married, where would you get married? Where's there a sports stadium you'd get married in?
No sports stadium. I'm not that. Like, I like sports, but not enough to be like, there's history here. My family came here. Like, no.
Yeah.
If anything, it would be the old Bradley Center, and that thing got torn down a while ago.
Destroyed. You do it on the rubble there.
Yeah. That's where I stood when they won the championship, actually. I was in the rubble, yeah, when they still had the one wall still up. Yeah. They had the rubble. That's where I was standing when we won the championship. I was like, this is good. This is standing on my childhood right now. But if I could have it anywhere, Hawaii would be one, just because I've been there and that place is paradise. Like, even when it's raining, there's rainbows everywhere. It's like, oh my God. Yeah. And I just love the attitude of the locals. Like, they just don't care. Like, I have a friend whose dad owns a construction company out there. Yeah. And when the surf is really nice, the locals just don't show up for work. They're just like, what are you talking about work? You see that surf out there right now? We're going to the beach. Like, like I just love that.
They got life figured out, man. That's how it should be.
That's work-life balance.
Yeah, exactly.
Hawaii would be one. I can't say I've been out of the country yet, so I would love to do something in Europe, maybe. Yeah. But yeah, I think Hawaii would be the big one.
I think Hawaii is a good pick. That's a solid pick. I think, sports stadium wise, I can't say I'd want to do a sports stadium even if I had all the money in the world. If I was gonna like really like go crazy for a wedding, I still think I don't have enough friends to do like a big wedding anyways. And that's the thing that confuses me with the Taylor Swift thing is like there's no way all those people are her friends. Like it's weird that she's like, let me throw my own Met Gala, and I'm not like a Taylor Swift hater. I'm not a big fan either. I would say I'm pretty neutral. We had a big Taylor Swift fan on here a long time ago, like convinced me to be a fan or whatever. And
you're more like, if Shake It comes on, I'll nod my head, but I'm not dancing.
She's got some hits, but I'm not a big whatever. But I think some of the stuff is a little weird. I just can't imagine like if it was like the most, one of the most special days of your life, being like, I'm gonna make this the Met Gala and invite a bunch of random people that I work with or work adjacent with. Like they're not her friends. Like it was literally only celebrities there that I saw. I'm like, is her mom even there? Right. Is her dad? I mean, I don't know if her parents are like with us, but like, what are we doing? Yeah. I thought that was a little weird. I would probably do something like Hawaii, like something tropical, somewhere is probably gonna be nice and warm. Small destination thing. Plus, it weeds people out that like don't want to be there anyways. Right, so I think that's the way to do it.
And it's paradise, so the people that want to be there are really going to be there for
You're going to enjoy it. You enjoy it. You go for like a week and you just make it a vacation. That. Yeah, that would be sick. Also, way cheaper than renting Madison Square Garden.
Way cheaper. So
Holy fuck, dude. That's the thing that's like crazy to me is like people. like we're in like in a terrible affordability crisis. I mean, like New York just, they're passing all this like rent-free stuff, which is amazing. They're doing all these things to try to address that, and then like here you have like a billionaire who's like, I'm gonna get married in the middle of the city with all my other rich friends and I'm like, or acquaintances, and I'm gonna give them money.
Yeah.
I also don't get that. What is the gifting other famous people a $50,000 Rolex? Like if you and I mean, picture Darrell Cochran in, let's say, a couple of years where you make it big and you got a couple Netflix specials under your belt.
Some Netflix
right?
checks.
You got some Netflix checks. Maybe this podcast gets picked that we get the Rogan Spotify check. Okay, and we're sitting there. What would be the fucking point of me like going to your birthday and gifting you a $50,000 Rolex? You could buy, if you were stupid enough to waste money on a $50,000 Rolex, you could buy it yourself. I don't understand when famous people do. Is it like an asset trade thing? Like, what is the? There's no way. It's not even thoughtful. It's just like, here's a super expensive thing.
Yeah, I can't get in that mindset. It's just, I'm just showing off my wealth at this point. Like, oh, this is chump change for me. Here's a little watch for you. I don't care. It's like,
but it's also like chump change for me. So like, I just don't get it unless I like specifically was like, I really want the one with the green face on it. Please get me that one. I don't know. I like watches, but I'm not like that kind of a watch guy. Like I think it's the same thing with, I don't drink, but it's what I've been told is the same thing with like whiskeys. Like if you buy a shot of a $50 whiskey, that's usually the best it's going to get.
Yeah.
$50 a shot.
Yeah.
But there are whiskeys that go up. I've sold them to people that go up to like $400, $500 a shot. I'm sure there's ones that are plenty more than that, especially depending on where you are and what city you're in. And it's like anything that's like at around $40, $50 a shot is the best it is going to get. You are not going to taste the difference in the amount of money you spend. Anything after that, you will not taste the difference. It might be better, but you're not going to taste any difference. Same thing with tequila or whatever. It's like, once you get to, you're drinking Clase Azul, I don't know that it's getting much better than Clase Azul. You can spend more, but is it getting any better than that? I don't think so.
Could just be a status thing. It's like the same thing with cars. Like, cool, you drive a Ferrari, I drive a Honda Civic.
Yeah.
We're still both going 40 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. I am too. I am pretty lame with cars too. I wonder, I've often wondered like, all right, I do this entertainment shit. Like I hope it works out someday. I have the money where that becomes a decision I have to make. This is all in theory. It's like I was on the lake the past weekend. You're like looking at lake houses. You're like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. And it's like, you're broke as fuck. Like I'm renting this lifestyle for fucking 2 hours.
Right.
And I'm like, looking at these people's houses. Like I wouldn't put those shutters on. I wouldn't do whatever. But again, I'm having this like thing in my head all the time of like, if I was rich, would I buy the stupid car? Would I get the McLaren? Would I get the whatever? And I'm like, I don't know. I love my car. Like I bought a brand new car last year and I'm like, I don't know that it's a Honda and I don't think I need anything more than that.
Right.
I don't know though. Maybe I'm just not rich enough.
When you get a couple commas in your bank account, that's like, I can spend a little bit.
But it's like, it's the thing is, it's like how they get you is too, like the maintenance on those things. It's like, right, if you have if you have the Ferrari and I have the Civic, your oil change costs as much as like all of my tires.
Right.
It just doesn't make any sense. I had a friend that was really excited that they got like a Lexus because they were driving Toyotas before then, and Lexus is like the luxury brand from Toyota.
Yep.
And they were super hyped on it. And when they got it, it was like within 6 months they wanted to get rid of it because they had to put premium gas in it. And then their oil changes were fucking like triple my price. Brakes, everything is now Lexus prices, bro. You're not working on a Toyota anymore, even though it's still the same fucking company, like or line that they're made on. I just think that's silly.
Everything becomes an import at that point.
I'd like to think like right now, tomorrow, someone's like, dude, we love the Detox podcast. We're gonna give you $100 million to keep doing this. I would like to think, and I am pretty maybe ignorant or stubborn in the fact that I do believe that I'm not doing that. I'm not buying the Lexus, at least not right now. Like I would just be like, I have everything. Let me just not work now and do this. But maybe I'll get bored.
I mean, some people have the daily drivers that they're like, oh yeah, just do this. But then on the nights you want to go out and be fancy, they have the Ferrari or something
That's
that they break
true.
out every now and then.
You could have both.
Trying to impress somebody, bust it out. Hey.
Bust out the Lexus, bust out the McLaren.
Or maybe that's why Taylor Swift gave out the Rolex. It's like, now your status is here. If I give you a $50,000 watch for free, your status must be that or higher. That's probably the floor. You need to be this rich to get
in here. Yeah, that's a good point. Owen Joyner says, "Let's go Cochran." We lit. We got we back in the chats. We got some people shouting us out.
Okay,
Are you're keeping up? You don't keep up with a lot of current events then. You're pretty. I work, do comedy.
I try to keep an somewhat relative, like what's going on, but not
if a
too
submarine blows up, you know about it.
Yeah, when billionaires die, I know about it.
Yeah. Did you see the Empire State climbers?
I did see that.
That proposed.
Yeah,
that was pretty sick.
That was pretty sick.
That's pretty sick. We're talking way too much about marriage today. That's for sure. But I did think it was pretty incredible that they did that, and people were like, I don't know if you saw any of the news broadcasts where some of like the women were like bitter.
And he's of course he's proposing. Of course.
Yeah, they're like mad. And I'm like, this is actually
don't
amazing.
be upset that he proposed. Your boy proposed to you in a McDonald's and you said yes. Like don't get upset.
That's not his fault.
Yeah.
You know? I do wonder. I knew somebody that did urban exploration like that, where they like climb like buildings. They were doing it here in Milwaukee, which is a little lamer for sure.
Yeah.
And he actually like helped us shoot a music video a while back. I didn't know him. He's like a friend of a friend who just showed up at this music video shoot I was doing, and he helped us like get into some interesting places and get some shots we otherwise wouldn't have been able to get. And then it was literally like the next week he was arrested in Chicago for doing the same thing. I don't know what happened to him. I actually have not followed up since.
Yeah.
But
there's not too many tall buildings here that people really care about.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But then, he went into Chicago and that shit didn't fly. So I forget where I was going with the Empire State Climbers, but I had something with them. They had the flag too. Did you see that?
The
like,
power of love will always beat out corrupt or politicians or something like that. Corporate love.
And then I saw then people on Fox are like trying to spin it, and it brought me into like, right now we have a big election coming up in Wisconsin. And New York had their big election last year, right, with Mamdani. That was huge for the city and whatnot. It's hilarious. I've been seeing more and more like clips from Fox where they're like reading what the socialist candidate stands for, or like in the case of that proposal of like what that stands for, and they're like genuinely upset about it. And they're reading it like verbatim, like they're thinking that it sounds bad to the average person. And I'll click like the comments of it if it's like on Facebook or Instagram, just to see like Fox posted this. What does Fox viewers have to say?
You like looking at the cesspools, don't
dude?
You?
I do. I have to, And so I'll click it and I'll go in there, and even them, they're like Fox is almost making it worse because they're like amplifying these like socialist candidates like Francesca Hong. They're like, she wants to give you free childcare. Are you for real?
In all capital letters.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
and they're like she's trying to put a moratorium on data centers. She wants to halt any more data centers being built. Like, isn't that ridiculous? That and people are in the comments are like, wait. So like they're like waking up certain like people that probably aren't as politically like plugged in. They're like, wait, actually. This shit sounds way better.
Yeah.
Or like those people climb, it's like that's a good message. Like, I don't understand. Like, you bitching about it, which is awesome. I'm glad. Keep doing it. Hopefully it reaches more people. It looks like Francesca's doing really well.
Right.
But I just think it's silly. It's silly how all these companies, especially with Fox, and then now it's like the New York. Which one's the one Bezos owns? Post. I forget. I'm sorry. I'm super plugged.
Washington Post.
Washington Post. Yeah, is the one. They're like they keep trying to do like smear campaigns on all these candidates too, where they're just like, Mamdani freezes rent. What does that actually mean? Does that actually do it? And it's like, dude, like, and then they'll explain what it does because they have to at some point, or else they can't slander them. They can't lie about what it means. So then they'll actually at some point in the article like explain what it means, and everyone's like, yo, actually, wait, that's fucking tight. Why would I not like that?
Yeah.
Are you trying to say we shouldn't like that right now? And it's like, I don't know. I'm hoping like we're getting closer. We're inching closer to like class consciousness a little bit.
Yeah, that would be nice. I think it's just getting to the point with politics that everyone's just like, oh, really? Anything you see now, it's just like, yeah, cool, yeah, okay. Like, because everything was fake before, now everything's real, now everything's too real, too left, right. It's like, okay, yeah, great. It's just noise to us at this point.
Yeah.
Let me know who I need to vote for. Or when it gets closer, I'll watch the debates in person, whatever. Like,
yeah. It is crazy. I don't know. I'm hoping more of these socialist candidates keep popping up, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe they'll stop any more Madison Square Garden crazy Met Gala weddings. So that would be interesting. But for us people that have to actually work, right? And you're working in comedy. I'm doing this stuff. I've been seeing lots more AI in everything.
Yeah.
It's here. It is what it is. It's in all arts. People are making hit songs now with AI, and it's sad for me. I'm listening, and I'm like, this is not great. But one thing I think is interesting is like, as a fan of comedy, I do think it's going to be tough for like AI to really like that. That's a pretty safe place from AI, like stand-up comedy specifically. If someone's going to try to use AI to write their jokes, they're going to come off weird. They're not going to be right. And then also like, at the end of the day, even if they did have an excellent joke that was written by AI, they'd still have to go perform it. So like, there's still a barrier there for that where that probably wouldn't work. But it perseveres, and now because it's been huge talking point in my community of like artists and whatnot, talking about like album cover arts and flyers and whatnot.
I didn't
And
even
now
think of album cover arts.
people are doing the album cover. Oh god, it's so bad. It's so bad.
As if album cover arts didn't make sense before. Now you're throwing AI in the mix.
Now you're doing AI.
Okay.
It's so bad. Now you got 7 fingers, and it's not good. If Nirvana did it with that one album with the baby, who knows what would have fucking happened?
7 penises.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a finger, right?
Yeah, it would have been crazy. But so it's big in comedy though now. Is the AI flyer? How do we feel about AI flyers?
I'm not a big fan of them. I understand why some venues do use them because they just don't know anybody. But when I see a comic that's producing it and they just throw the headshots into the AI and they just spit out something, I'm just like, come on. You couldn't, like, I get when you get the frame down, like the AI frame, like it gives you something, but then like go into Paint and move around a couple photos. Like, come on now.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
And Canva's free. Canva's free online. They also have templates. So people have already designed it for you. Just plug in the headshots.
Right.
I'll tell you this right now, if you were thinking about getting an AI flyer because you don't know how to cut a PNG, like cut someone out of and make it transparent background, there are websites for free. You could just look up how to do that for free. Or if you're using AI, ask AI about the website. Fuck it, dude. It'll point you in the right direction. Do that. You can cut it out yourself, and then you can move their headshot in. Because if you throw the headshot in AI, we were just looking at some before we went live, it will literally create a person that is not real.
Right. They try to fix the person.
It's like, holy shit. Yeah, holy shit, man. I one of them you showed me, the AI removed someone's glasses and gave them new eyes. They were wearing glasses, and it just said, no.
This is an imperfection. We can fix
Let's
that,
get
right?
rid of that. It's bad. And also, I think like if you're an artist, especially like a visual artist that's gonna like replace or a business, that's gonna replace the visual artist with AI, where you're like, I don't want to pay someone to do this flyer. Instead, I'm going to do this. Or if you're, like you said, a comedian throwing a show, and you're like, instead of me paying someone $5 to $10 or doing it myself for an hour, even if I suck ass at figuring this out, instead of doing that, I'm going to use AI to generate me a flyer quickly. I think that's like the same thing as a class trader, just in the sense of the arts. Like you're an artist trader. You're not an artist. And I know sometimes, comedians get weird about the art word and whether it's not it's art or whatever, but it's like, I don't think you're a comedian then if you're going to like continuously do this, especially after knowing, like, dude, if you don't want to do a flyer and you're in Milwaukee specifically and you listen or watch this podcast, text me. I'll if it's a comedy flyer, because I've seen some of the ones before AI, they were a little rough, I'll be honest. So I see why we're going. They're a little rough. I can make you something better than one of those. You give me a couple bucks, I will do it. You know what I mean? Like, I even respected the fact that a lot of times when I would see like local shows where someone's like a comedian's producing it, or like a bar that doesn't normally have shows would be producing it, and they would kind of try to do their own thing with the headshots. Sometimes they would look like ass. But it had like some charm. I'd be like, well, someone did this. Someone's mom who also manages that restaurant made this. And I respect that.
You see the little bit of character that somebody did something to this, not just, you fed it to the machine and it just shat out whatever you wanted.
Dude,
and also, the flyer can be the same. Just get the frame done by an artist, and then you can just swap out headshots every now and then.
Dude, exactly.
Like, every flyer doesn't have to be different. Like, it doesn't have to. It can be if you need it to be, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, especially if you're like doing like a monthly or a weekly show, like a regular show. Why are we doing that? It actually looks weirder that it's like a new AI image every single time. Like, stop it. Stop it. Also, like back like I said at the beginning, Canva has templates. So you could, if you don't want to even pay an artist, you could find a template on Canva, do it one time, and you can save it to your profile. I sound like I'm doing an ad for Canva. I'm not. I just use it all the time. You could save it, and then you could, if I have Darrell on the show this week, I can swap it in. I can do whatever. Even with my own show, right? I made my stuff. I use Photoshop or whatever, but it's like I've made my templates. So somebody new comes in here every week. I have it set up. I don't love doing Photoshop, but I love podcasting, and it's part of the game. So I learned how to do bare minimum. So I built my own template, and it's like someone comes and does a show. I swap their face. That's it.
Exactly what AI is doing. It's making people not want to do the bare minimum anymore. It's like, why do that when I could just give it to AI? It's like, come on, try. People, just try something. Get out of that comfort zone.
Have you caught anybody writing jokes with AI, you think? You think
No.
anybody?
I've seen like the AI comedy accounts where it's just like the jokes are made from AI. It's like an AI person on stage. Everything's all fake. I've seen like the deep fakes of like Michael Jackson. What if Michael Jackson did stand up? I've seen clips of that and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's still I can still see when it's made by AI, because when someone tells a joke, that's their experience, that's their emotion, that's their point of view on the subject.
Yeah.
When AI does it, it's like, yeah, it doesn't have experience with it. It knows about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have experience with it, so it just doesn't come off the same
You
to
don't
me.
feel it.
You don't
really
feel
the
it.
same.
Yeah. It's a good thing that stand-up is so raw
Yeah.
that it's going to take a while for AI to really maneuver itself into that.
Yeah, that'll be crazy. I mean, there'll come a day. It'll be some big comedian that we all look up to will have like signed some deal to let AI train its model off of his jokes and everyone else's jokes that opened for him or something, and then he'll sign the first AI comedian. That's what Timbaland did.
I think the show Hacks on HBO did something like that. Like, they didn't go through it, but a business guy came up to the main comedian, and he's like, we can make it so when people submit their jokes to this AI, it comes back with your voice and tells them how to punch up or punch down the joke. And I'm just like, what are we doing?
What are we doing? That's
like,
silly, man.
You can do it yourself.
That's what Timbaland did. I might have talked about this on the show. I don't know, but Timbaland, huge famous artist, producer. He was doing these streams for like a year and some change, maybe 2 or 3 years, where he would like artists could submit music to, he would review it, he'd listen to it if he liked it, then whatever. So people usually pay. You have to pay to like submit your song and get it be played on the stream. But it's it's cool. I don't really, as an artist, I don't really get a lot of value out of those. I think those streams are kind of dumb. Especially Timbaland, still a great musician of all time or whatever, but like kind of washed at the time. Like, it's like, you're not putting out anything new. I'm not excited. He's not like on the pulse. So it's like, I don't really give a fuck if this person doesn't like my music. Like, I'm making my music for me. So I don't really need it to be reviewed by somebody else. But I get why people do it. He's got a big audience. He's streaming it to them. You could get your music in front of some people. And if he co-signs it live, like, he's like, oh, this is pretty good. Looks good for you. He did that for like 2 years. And when you submitted, so you'd have to pay to get it on the stream, and there was something in the terms and conditions that you were allowing him to train his own AI model off of your music. So he had, for like 2 years and some change, people struggling, like loser artists like myself, pay him money so he could listen to it and be like, yay or nay, while all the while train his own AI model, came out and signed an AI artist, the first AI artist to get a major record deal that then he owns all of the royalties from, that was trained off the backs of all these musicians that paid him to listen to his music. That is disgusting. That is hideous. If I saw him, I would slap him. That is the weakest shit I've ever seen. You are not hard. You are the softest person. You are such a pussy. You are I'm sorry, I don't mean to put you on record. You're having to sit next to me and listen to me. I just think you are so fucking weak. And I promise you, there will be a day where it happens in comedy too, and it does suck. It will be way longer, I think, because it's much harder to like copy in that way. But it's some comedian that we all like revere or respect will be like doing some open mic. It'll be like, it'll probably be someone we don't respect, actually. It'll probably be like a Kill Tony. It'll probably be like someone who's doing open micers, who will have open micers come on and they'll pay to come on or whatever, and then it'll be like, actually, I'm gonna train my AI model. It's like, dude, you fucking hate art. If you're gonna fucking make struggling artists or comedians pay you to go yes or no, and then also in the meanwhile be stealing from them to then pay somebody else to erase, to eventually like, displace that art.
Right.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it's like almost like they're hoarding in some form or fashion. They're just hoarding the knowledge of the joke or the music making or just something like that.
And would you want to, like, for you, I saw these people talking about it. I think it was on the New York Times. They have this, there's these two white guys that do this podcast where they're always talking music. I don't know who the fuck ordained these guys to be like important people talking music, but they do. I always get clips of them. So forgive me if they are important for some valid reason. But they were, one of the guys asks, he's like, would it bother you if your favorite song came out, like a song came out, you loved it, it was a hit, and it was your favorite song, you're playing the shit out of it, and then you find out that it was made with AI? Would that bother you? And the other guy was like, no. And I gotta be honest with you, it would 100% bother me.
Yeah, for most people, I feel like it bothers me. If I hear a song and I know it's made by, if I see anything, hear anything, watch anything that AI put its hands on, it's like I've just lost 90% of the interest now.
Yeah.
Just like it loses all flavor for me. It's just like, oh, you went to the robot to get you something. It's just like,
yeah, and it's like, I understand it as a tool. There's things to use it as a tool, but if you're using it for like, this is the fun thing.
Right.
Do you like doing that or do you not like doing it? You know what I like? I couldn't. There's this song that's been going viral on TikTok. Forget the name of it, but it was funny, and I remember hearing it. It was like a funky song, and it sounded pretty cool, and everyone was like really high on it for like a couple of days, and then someone was like, "Dude, this is 100% AI," and I was like, And I listened to it again. I'm like, oh my god, this is probably AI. And I was like, holy shit, I feel like a boomer. I fell for this shit. And I was like, and then this guy's PR team was like coming through to be like, no, it's not AI. I forget. It's like Phoenix Flexin is the name of the song. And then he tried to do like one of those like lyric videos where he breaks down the lyrics. He's getting the lyrics wrong. Like he's like performing it. He's like getting the lyrics wrong. It's like it's not AI, and then he can't get the lyrics right.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, this is fucking 100% AI.
It's like the new version of lip singing.
Yeah, it really is. It's
just
worse.
Like, yeah, it's just kind of weird.
We used to crucify people for lip syncing. I wasn't around. I wasn't really paying attention, but I remember hearing about like in the 2000s, like if
Ashley
somebody
Simpson
debacle.
Yeah, that was insane. I got to see that.
What was that on?
Oh, it was on SNL.
It was SNL. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's like that was like Obama's tan suit. You know what I mean? Like people were ready to fucking pitchforks and take this woman out.
Yeah.
And it's like, look where we're at now. Now we're like, you got some people excusing Jelly Roll and whatever the hell Luke Bryan is doing, and then AI. We got fully AI songs. I don't know. It's insane.
The creative space is getting very weird.
It is very weird. It is. I'm sad to see it. You're born and raised in Milwaukee.
Yep.
Milwaukee area, and you're getting ready to move.
I'm getting ready to move. Yep.
We can say that online because I did already. Hopefully it's okay.
Yeah. Either I move or I'm homeless. One of the two.
All right. Well, that's fair. We can just have you. You can just stay under the desk, and then you can come back whenever someone cancels. We'll just have you pop up. Okay, you're moving to Chicago for comedy.
Comedy, more of a life thing, but comedy is a big part of it.
Yeah, and just pursue, which is going to be awesome, man. So you've been in Milwaukee. How many years then?
33.
33 years. That's exciting. Congrats to that, man.
Yeah,
more life to you. Cheers. We're working on some stuff behind the scenes, right? Milwaukee related, and you were teaching me about the in MPS.
Yep.
Janitors. Were called. You had a different name for them.
Yeah.
What is the lore on it? Can you explain that and then give me more on that?
In MPS, there were janitors, but the kids could not call them that. The staff, if you tried to call a janitor, they'd be like, he's not a janitor. They're engineers. And you could not call them a janitor. Everyone would be like, no, they're an engineer. They're an engineer. You cannot call them a janitor.
Is this like a Subway sandwich artist situation where we're like really trying to...
I think
what was the reason?
It had to be so you couldn't make fun of them being a janitor. Like, how do you make fun of an engineer? The job already sounds important.
Yeah,
like,
dude, I'm gonna make way more fun of you if I'm calling you an engineer. Ironically, I feel like that's it's gonna hurt. Could you imagine like respect to our fellow janitors out there? Maybe we should have another. I think I had a janitor on the podcast a while back, but maybe we should have another one on. Respect to them, but. Did you see yourself growing up to be a janitor? Probably not. So imagine your life is where it is, where you're a janitor. You're just fucking mopping the bathroom. You're cleaning shit off of the floor of an MPS school bathroom.
Wiping cum fart off the wall.
The kids are like, oh, look at the engineer over there.
He's taking care of the building.
What do you think the engineer is listening to in his headphones and fucking throwing shit at you? Like, I would rather you just call me a janitor at that point. Let's not dress it up.
Yeah.
It's like going into Subway and referring to them as a sandwich artist. That's insane.
Or into a dispensary and call them a bud tender. It's like
yeah. Wow. So did that start when you were in school?
It was all through MPS. Every school I went to, you couldn't call them
engineers. Did they have any other fun names for shit?
No, not really.
Did you befriend any engineers?
My senior year of high school, because I was very much in like the behind the scenes, because I used to work in the library first period. So there were a few people that used to come and I used to chill with. That's when I swear, your senior year, if you didn't take that time to learn your teachers and how crazy shit gets outside of school, you missed out on so much.
Yeah.
Like, literally just being in the library, all the staff coming in, learning, like, all the little juicy details about what's going on behind the scenes in the school and shit like that. It was so much fun.
The administration shit is crazy. There's a lot of drama.
Yeah, so much.
It's insane, too, because it's like, I think that's part of the reason we don't have as many good teachers as we would like.
So many administrators.
Yeah, because administrators are fucking crazy. And, like, they hate kids, and they hate teachers that love kids. And so then the only teachers you get left are fucking subs. Yep. It's like adjunct professors and whatnot. That's crazy. So what did they call the engineering teachers? Or like, did you guys have engineering?
Nope.
Like I had engineering in my school. Like we had like at my high school there was like a engineering wing of the school. It was like PLTW, Project Lead the Way, and it was you could take like intro to engineering, intro to design, and then you could like get these dual credited courses for college and whatnot. So I couldn't imagine if they were like, but also the guy with the bucket over there, he's an engineer too.
Yeah.
I know you're going to. I'd be like, he went to college to become an engineer.
Master's degree for that.
For that. All right. That's what I go to MSOE for. Is to
for a jumpsuit, really?
A jumpsuit and a mop. It's impressive. I do love that. I love the like rebranding of something. Schools are funny in that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop the kids.
No.
You know, it's like if you change the meaning of a word, at least most of the time, people are just they're gonna adopt that. I mean, that's what we've done with. I mean, I just don't use it personally, but the R word and whatnot, right? It's like it was this thing, then it went to this thing, then it became that thing, and now it's another thing, and people are gonna use it. They're gonna say you can change the name and be like, well, that one doesn't mean that anymore. It means this, or you have to call them this. And they're just gonna say that.
I mean, I can definitely see how it's easier when you're the younger kids. Elementary, middle school, it's like, oh, they're an engineer. It's like, I don't know what the hell that is, so I'm just gonna not even care. But in high school, I could see people being like, oh, really? Okay, I can. Let me think of some shit real quick.
Goofy shit, man. Goofy shit. So you're in Milwaukee your whole life.
Yep.
Give me the worst place you ever worked in Milwaukee.
Worst place I ever worked?
So you had to have some part-time gigs before you got into the real workforce.
Honestly, the graveyard was probably one of the worst ones, and it's not even because like the work conditions were bad. It was just like how much growing I made on that job.
What is the graveyard?
I worked at a graveyard.
At an actual graveyard?
Yeah. The one.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I've been looking for you my whole life. I have been trying.
What
to
kind
find,
of questions you?
Oh my God, I have so many questions. Okay, you finish what you were saying first, because I have so many questions. I've been trying to book a graveyard worker forever.
What was I even talking about?
I shouldn't have booked. I should have texted one of our other ready comics and saved you for October. Wow.
I worked over at Union Cemetery. It's one of the oldest cemeteries in Milwaukee. It's actually in the middle of the ghetto now, on Titonia in Ring. So not the greatest neighborhoods in the world.
Sure.
But yeah, there was like old World War I veterans buried there, like tombstones from before Wisconsin was even a state were buried there, because that used to be suburb Milwaukee, and then the city kept growing, and then now that's the inner city. So.
Yeah. Holy shit. So what were you doing? Were you digging graves?
It was mostly cutting grass, holding a weed whacker, holding a weed whacker 8 hours a day, then cutting grass when you were trusted enough to use like their zero-turn lawnmowers. But I did bury people. I buried 19 people.
Holy shit, dude. You got 19 bodies?
I got 19 bodies.
Yo, that's fucking crazy. What's that like? What's that like digging a fucking grave?
So your first one, it's always weird because I saw this. The first year I went, it was because I needed money. The second year I went back because I just couldn't find a job. I had my associate's degree and I just couldn't find work, so I went back the second year. So I got to see it my second year. The first time you dig a grave, and luckily we didn't do it by shovel. We did it with a John Deere tractor, so it wasn't as difficult as a lot of people think.
Yeah.
But when you first dig that square, when you're looking at it and it's empty, you get really quiet. Like, really quiet. Like, there was a young 20-year-old kid that was working there, and one day he just got quiet. He was talkative the whole day, and then we dug that hole, and he just got really quiet.
Yeah.
And then he goes home. Yeah, it's an experience to see that perfect square in the ground. You're just like...
Holy shit, man. Yeah, that's scary. Wow, dude. For years I've been trying to get a grave digger on the show, and you were out here digging graves.
I was out here
mostly cutting grass, but digging 19 graves is a lot. I mean, way more than I've dug.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Holy shit. Is there any, like, when they dig them, how do they decide on, like, where do people pick where, or is it just like the place is like, hey, this is the only spot we have?
It depends. If they've had the lot for a while, they get to pick that. Usually it's when you come to a funeral home or a cemetery, they're like, oh, we have these lots available, you can pick if you need 2x2, whatever the hell. But sometimes if the family couldn't afford it, they would just throw you somewhere. So yeah.
Whoa. Do people is there any like weird instances, like weird like requests, or is anyone like, I want to be perpendicular to my spouse?
Not that I saw, just because I was more on the putting the body in the ground. That's more like the funeral home's job to figure all that out. That's where all the money is spent. Like pretty much by the time it got to the graveyard, everything was set.
Would you be there to drop or when, like, so you come in after they drop the casket, and would you guys cover it up too? Or
both,
is that different?
Both. I've also lowered a casket in front of the family. That was the most nerve-wracking experience of my life. Like, doing stand-up, people think that's nervous. Like, no. Try to drop someone's loved one in front of them. People are crying this close to your face as you're lowering this casket that is just on 2 ropes, by the way. It's not really anything fancy.
Yeah, it's 2 ropes and 2 guys?
Just slowly dragging it down,
Holy shit.
There were some that had, like, a motorized one, but that was when they went to, like, a fancy funeral home and got that done. But ours was just a basic. You put the casket on the 2 ropes that was above the hole. You lower it down slowly, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy down. Hopefully it doesn't smack against the vault wall when you're going, going down in front of the family, and put the vault lid on top of it.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah.
You seen some nice caskets?
Some were pretty cool. Yeah. Like one, I think, was like a cherry red casket with like chrome handles, and then the whole family showed up in like cherry red cars because it was like the person's favorite color and stuff like that. Cool. And they also had like crotch rockets that were cherry red because they loved crotch rockets and stuff like that. So yeah, people went great with it.
Do you have to dress up?
No.
You don't have to dress up?
No. Anything, just wear company shirt that they give you when you first get hired. Like, oh, here's a Graceland Cemetery t-shirt. Wear that.
That's fair. Wow. How long does it take to cover it back up?
Not too long. So the whole process is the hole is dug.
Yeah.
And then companies that sell septic tanks, you have to put the casket in a vault. You can't just put a casket in the ground and put in like and put dirt on top of it. There was a ruling back in like the 1930s or something like that.
Yeah.
Because when you did that, if it rained hard, the water would go through the dead body and then would seep into the water supply, and that would cause diseases. So you have to put the casket in a vault.
So wait, we put a box
in a box,
and then we put a person in a casket, which is a box, and we put that box in another box
in a concrete box. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Same companies that make septic tanks, like the ones that people's like houses put their shit in. They make vaults. They come in, they put the vault in, which is like a crane via a truck. They put that in. They put the lid to the next to the hole, and then we put up like all the like stuff like the fake like have you been to a funeral?
Yeah.
Like when they put down like all the nice carpeting, the 3 chairs that the closest family members, which are just folding chairs covered in crap. Yeah. Like it's not anything crazy. Like those seats are not comfortable. So if you ever go to one, I can't sit down. Like you're not missing much.
Yeah.
We cover the pile of dirt with also fake stuff, and we put plaques down to make sure the grass next to it doesn't get killed by the dirt, because you usually dig them the day before.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you don't usually do it day of unless it's in the afternoon. Then you can do it day of. But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the vault goes in, and then we had a contraption that would pick up the vault lid. The casket, of course, would go in, and then you'd put the concrete lid on top of that, make sure it locks in place. That way no one can really get in there.
Yeah.
And then you would put dirt all around it. And then on the hot days when the dirt didn't really want to move for you, we had a water truck that we would bring over, and then you would water the body, that's what we call it, water the body, and then move the mud around so you can get more dirt on top of that.
Whoa.
Yep. And then we'd had a stumper when actually all the dirt was almost to level, a stumper to flatten it out. So a machine that just like almost like a jackhammer that just flatten out the ground.
It's just flat. It's like a big flat head on it. Whoa.
Flatten it out, and then after a couple days, after it's been flattened and it doesn't move anymore, put some seed down, grow some grass on it.
Whoa.
Yep.
That's crazy. Dude.
And then if the family ordered a headstone, it would come later or be there already.
Did you have to put the headstones in too?
Not too many of those, because honestly, if it was a younger person being buried, the family couldn't afford a headstone. Those things are crazy expensive.
Are they really?
They're so fucking expensive.
Wow. How much do they go for? Do we know?
An insane amount of money.
Let's look that up, because that sounds, I mean, no, this is morbid, but I mean, it's interesting though.
I think the cheapest ones are like the granite looking, like the red rock looking ones, and they don't have anything special on it. It's just straight up like the embroidering of the name, and that's about it. Maybe a saying that they used to say. Yeah. That's probably the cheapest one. Or the flat lane ones. It's only like this thick, but it has all the inscribing on the top, and it lays flat on the ground.
Yeah, dude, just saying like the cheapest ones are like $200, and they get up to thousands of dollars. Upright headstones. Oh yeah, if you want an those are flat. That's a flat. Just in the ground is $200.
Yep.
If I want it to like stick up like they do in like a movie or something, or like in pop culture, that's gonna be closer to, what does it say? Upright is $1,000 to $6,000.
Yep. And you can get ones that have like the photo of the person on there, all inscribed and laser stitched in there, or the pictures and all that fun stuff. And then of course all the accessories that could get put on the headstone. Funny thing about caskets, I don't know if this is true, but the manager at there said you can get crazy with the caskets too. They sell caskets that have AC in them.
Really? I don't remember Jeff saying. We actually had a funeral home director on here. He didn't tell me about those. I don't think he did. We did learn about some crazy caskets. He was showing me the one he wants to bury. Insane.
Yep.
They're like cars, dude.
Yeah.
You get crazy shit. Insane stuff.
And you can also get AC.
What do you do if? Oh wait, no. Maybe that's if they get cremated. Because he said too, like you can rent a casket. Some people will rent them where like at the funeral you sit in a casket and then it has like a dropout floor, so then they slide you out into a bag. Could you guys bury bodies just in a bag or no?
No, we never did anything.
It's it's got to be in a box.
Yeah, it's got to be in a box.
They probably were cremating those people probably. I can't remember what he said off the top of my head, but wow.
Yep.
That's insane, dude. It's so expensive. We got to start making fucking gravestones, dude.
And honestly,
we're in the wrong business.
Yeah, you're in the wrong business. You got to start finding rocks. Man.
Yeah,
these rocks.
Fuck.
What I learned there though is that when you do get like the bigger headstones, no one comes to visit you. Nobody. Like I saw crazy headstones, like ones that had like a huge family name on it, all these gold and silver trimming on it. There was one where the guy was like sitting and like an angel was touching his shoulder, standing above him while he was holding a baby angel. There was like a German soldier that got buried. It was like a weird one that would like come out of the ground, and he was like in full grab, like a stoned out version of him.
Jesus.
In a full military garb, and then he had his wife buried next to him in the same type of deal.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no one came and visited them.
You
but
know,
the plots that had nothing, flowers, Patron bottles, alcohol, all the time.
Yeah.
But the ones that had the huge monuments, nothing. No
yeah,
one
you know
came to
why?
visit.
Because if my fucking parents had the money,
Mm-hmm.
or my loved one had the money for all that shit, and then they didn't give it to me,
Right.
and they spent it on their fucking tombstone.
Yeah, you cannot take it with you, guys. You cannot take it with you.
Jesus Christ, I'm not coming to visit, dude. I mean, I don't know. That's crazy. It makes sense though.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
it's like people. That's not what life is about. Like you're rich in one or two ways usually, or
Mhm.
one of two ways, not in
Yeah.
both a lot of times.
Right.
That's sad. That's a
Mhm.
little sad.
Yeah.
So would you see people visiting ever while you guys were working? Probably.
Sometimes people would come on the random day and be like, oh, I think one of my ancestors were buried here, and then we have to go into the office and find the headstone, last name, that type of stuff. Holidays were very big, like Veterans Day, Memorial Day. People would come through. Random people on people's birthdays would show up and give stuff and flowers and stuff like that. So it was every now and then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That is just an interesting concept. I mean, it makes sense though.
Now, do you want some stories that were just about that graveyard in general? Okay.
I would love to.
So funny enough, because it's in the middle of the hood. I'm not even gonna lie. It's in the middle of the hood.
It's all right.
It is.
That's
It's
good. We love
Titonian
the
ring. There were always these two dudes that would carry this hot water tank in a wheelbarrow across the grounds every morning, and these guys were like decked out like chains and shit. And I'm just like, what's in the hot water heater, guys? Like, what are we doing? It was like clockwork. Just would move this thing across the cemetery.
Yeah.
And they would not like come back through. It would just be one way. And I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, what is happening in there? I think they were smuggling something. I never asked them.
Water heater
In a
is
water
crazy.
heater. In a water heater. Every single time it was a water heater.
In the middle of a cemetery, or right through a cemetery, basically.
Right through a cemetery, yeah.
There's got to be better shortcuts.
And they were nice. They were like, hey guys, what's up? You're making
And they
looks
were
good
decked
around
out?
here. They were decked out and just wheelbarrowing in.
Yeah, pimping in the hood. That's crazy.
There was one unfortunate woman that used to come through. Some terrible backstory happened to her. I guess her boyfriend, who was a drug dealer, got her 2 kids killed, and the boyfriend also got killed, and they were buried in that cemetery. And what she used to do is she would come in. She would never be around us, but there were sometimes if you stopped your machine, like the lawnmower or the weed whacker, you would just hear somebody yelling. Just screaming at the top of their lungs, just like screaming. And it was her yelling at the headstones.
Yeah.
So that was her like therapy, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's cheaper.
cheaper,
you
yeah,
know?
but
That's wow. That's tough. Yeah, man. It is. I haven't spent a lot of time in cemeteries. I've been to several funerals now, but I just haven't spent a lot of time in the cemetery to like get to know it that way.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And cemeteries are plotted out a certain way. I know when I was at Union, there was an area. I gave them nicknames just to make it a little bit easier to deal with. Like there was a section where only babies were buried.
Whoa.
Yeah. There was a
Really?
section where only kids were buried, like from ages 5 to 10.
Do they do that on purpose?
At least at that one they did, probably just to keep, because the plots of land had to be a certain size.
It would be kind of smart to do like a widowed section, because then maybe that could like double as like a dating area. You know,
okay.
it's like people that lost a spouse. They're both there. It's all in the one.
You're both
section.
single.
We're both single. We both understand.
You're
what it's
both
like
grieving.
to lose someone we really love. That could work. The kids one is sad, but that one is good. Wow. Yeah, dude. Wow, that's crazy. Working in a cemetery. That's just like, how much are you getting paid? I mean, you don't have to tell me how much you're getting paid. But like minimum wage?
It was
like a minimum wage job?
It was
or?
$10 an hour, I think, when I did it.
Wow, dude, that's crazy. To like hold my loved one in a fucking $2,000 casket on a rope?
Yep.
No. Isn't that crazy what they were getting away with, dude? Like, we were doing crazy shit.
For money, yeah.
We were doing crazy shit for like, not enough money, man.
Yeah. My first weekly paid job, which I thought was kind of cool. That was my first job ever, so I was like, getting paid weekly is kind of dope.
That is a good feeling. I was recently at a place that paid weekly, and I did love that.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Like, especially like bartending, like you're making good money, get it every single week. Fucking great, dude. It's like, oh, I know I made X amount. I
Always
get that
got
on
something to
Friday.
look forward to.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh, it was good, and it was great. Oh, I can't talk about that on the air actually, but there's other benefits as well. Wow, dude, working in a cemetery. Anything else in a cemetery? I'm blown away now. I wish I had more time. I would have prepped for that had I known you worked in a cemetery, because that's awesome.
I mean, it was nice that I could turn my brain off, headphones in, just
Yeah.
manual labor through the day. One thing I didn't like about it was when you're on the weed whacker on the really hot days. A lot of people don't know this, but slugs love to be around the bottom of headstones because it's cooler. The stone is cooler.
Really?
So when you go around it with a weed whacker, you whack them in half and on your face or on my clothes or something like that.
Nasty.
So keep your mouth closed if you're ever going to do that.
Yeah.
Had the safety goggles on, which saved me a couple times, but yeah.
Wow. So it's not as spooky being a grave digger as people might think.
No, because we weren't there at night.
No.
It was bright, or 8 a.m. start time. We get out at like 4. Maybe in the fall days, the sun was already starting to go down by the time you're getting out of there. But other than that, no, you're not working the midnight shit at the graveyard.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah. People don't get buried in the winter. At least not here, really.
Depends. At that cemetery, no, because then Graceland would take all winter ones because they had the bigger crew. Yeah. And how you bury someone in winter is that you actually have to set the ground on fire. They soak it in oil where they're going to bury you, and they set it on fire so it loosens up the ground, and then they dig the hole.
Whoa. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Yep. And every hole is 6 feet deep. You measure it with a shovel.
Yeah, it's like exact 6 feet?
Yep.
Whoa, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I mean, was it ever when you were doing that? I mean, you said that guy was pretty nervous on his first one, like he kind of stopped speaking. Mm-hmm. Did you have that moment too on your first one where you were like, oh yeah, we all go in there eventually?
Just because I saw him go through it, I look back on mine, I was like, yeah, I was pretty quiet after I dug my first one too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow, dude. 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And that's
all you need.
You get more comfortable with it because I remember there was a day where like some debris fell in the hole and I had to jump in the hole and sweep it out a little bit.
How is that at the bottom of the fucking...
Looking up, it's a great view. Like just seeing the sky, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once you get used to it, it's kind of easier to navigate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't lay down for a sec just to see?
No, my coworker did though.
Okay,
he took a photo.
Holy shit, yeah.
One of the crazier stories, I have 2.
Okay.
At the graveyard was we dug a hole and the next day it like rained a little bit overnight.
Yeah.
And we uncovered it. Because you have to cover it, you just can't leave it open because someone's gonna fall in there at night or whatever. We opened it back up and we saw the wall collapse on one side, so you could see over into the next grave. And that grave was older, like during the Great Depression, mm-hmm. So it was just a box with a burned-in number on it.
What number was it?
I don't remember the number, but it was like just a burned-in, like basic, like flat. What is that called? Like the shitty flat wood.
Plywood.
Plywood.
Yeah.
Plywood box. That was it.
Whoa.
Just in the ground. That's all they had. No vault, no nothing. It was an older grave. Yeah.
Dude, you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
That's some demonic shit, dude.
Luckily, the box was still intact, so I didn't see like a skeleton or something like that. But yeah, you just saw the box. And then the second one, this one's a little bit more goofy. We come in one day, we had a burial that day, and then someone overnight stuck an all-white suction dildo on one of the headstones.
Whoa.
And my coworkers thought it was funny to just be like, we're going to unsuck it. And they were just tossing it back and forth between each other.
Yeah.
And they're getting a kick out of it. And the burial's about to start. And my manager is able to, he grabs it and he's like, would you stop playing with this thing? And he just throws it in the hole.
Wow.
So someone's buried next to a
white
suction dildo.
Dude, that's fucking awesome, dude. I need that. That's what I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that in my will.
Mm-hmm.
But that's gotta be in there. I need one of those with me. That's amazing.
Right in your vault.
Yeah. Wow, dude. Well, that's cool. That's actually amazing that you got to do that. I'm like jealous a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a fun. Like I worked at an apple orchard. You know, it's like similar vibe with like the manual labor. You do it for a season. You come back and maybe whatever. That's way more fun.
Yeah.
That's way more.
There
fun.
were so many emo kids I told that, dude, I want your job so bad. I'm like, it's not really that.
It's not like the vampire shows,
No,
man. You're not doing anything cool. Wow, that's neat. Interesting though to spend that much time in a graveyard. Mm-hmm. That's got to be. So it's probably demystified for you.
A little bit.
Still have a little bit of.
I mean, I still respect it. You're not going to see me in there just dancing on gravestones or anything like that. But I just respect it a little bit more. I understand what's happening.
Yeah, so. You understand it, so it's a little less scary. Mm-hmm. But wow, dude, that's impressive. That's impressive that you did that. Wow. Okay. Well, we talked a little bit about shitty jobs. I did mention earlier that you're moving. Mm-hmm. It was you're moving to Chicago. What? I know you said it. Personal comedy, everything. What do we hope to accomplish, man? This is the third time Darrell's been on. I appreciate you making the time, especially like coming in, filling in for me. You've always been good. I've been glad to get to work with you and collaborate with you.
For sure.
We're still gonna hopefully get to do that when you're Chicago. It's not that far.
Yeah.
But new things are coming for you.
Right.
What do you hope to accomplish, man, in the future? What do you hope for your life in the next year and some change? I'm interested.
Right now, it's just to spread the wings.
Yeah.
Just get out of Wisconsin and experience everything. Like
try some new stuff.
That's it right now.
What's something you want to? Italian beef? Like, what do you want to try that's down there? What's down there that you need to try? What do you? What's something you've wanted to do maybe that you haven't done in life? Could be anything.
Oh my God, there's so many things. Get a passport is one of them. But just to move down to Chicago.
We can get you a passport.
Yeah.
The post office isn't far. Let's go do it.
The wait time is insane.
Yeah,
And I don't want Trump on mine either.
That's a good point. I think, did I get mine when he? I think I got Biden on mine. I gotta check.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I gotta check. That'd be a flag. Now that you point that out, that I gotta.
I'll wait until that blows over.
Yeah. Dude, I was hoping. I had a weird vision in like maybe it was just me trying to manifest it that he was gonna maybe pass on the 4th. I don't know why. I was like the 250th. I'm like that would be poetic.
Yeah.
You know, and then it didn't happen. I woke up and he was still there.
A real Roman Empire. Like Caesar died that day. Come on.
Yeah. I was hoping, but so okay, you're gonna get a passport and what else?
Ride the train a couple times. That'll be fun. Dude, you're asking me these questions.
I'm putting you on the spot. You haven't thought about it. No, I just ask because like I'm always thinking about like stuff that I want to do and things I want. I made a list like years ago at this point of like what is it like? I put quote life goals a while back, and there were like all these things that I wanted to do before I moved to the city, and I've done decent. I've got like a couple left that I need to do, but like even like silly things like something I've never done still that I hope I can figure out by the end of this year is make the time to go take like a dance lesson. I want to do a dance lesson, or I used to box. I want to do a little bit more boxing again. Like it could be anything.
Right.
What are like little things that you want to do once you move? Because that's the excuse, right? It's like now once you rip the Band-Aid off, you can't be like, well, I'm still in Milwaukee. I'm doing this. I'm still seeing the same people. I'm going to the same places. You don't have that anymore.
Yeah. Meet new people. Italian beef would be dope. I had one when we went down there to tour apartments, but I want to try more and more places because that one was fire.
Did you have cheese on it? Mozzarella or no?
No cheese.
Okay, that's fair.
Dipped with the spicy.
That's all you need.
That's all I need.
That's all you need.
I remember I had locals that moved up here. They're like, "Did you get it this way?" I was like, "Oh yeah, sir." He's like, "Yeah, nice, good on you."
That's the way to do it.
I don't know. I feel like there's more like people in the in between down there, like meeting more people from different walks of life. Like there's some people that didn't grow up here, but most of the people did grow up here. So being just down there, it's more of a intersection of culture and stuff like that. Tried a bunch of different foods that I haven't been able to try. It's just
go skydiving.
I would like to do that one day.
Really? Is that on the list?
That is on the list. Yeah.
I gotta say it's not on my list. I don't want it. I don't fuck with it.
I have one funny thing on my list. It's to watch Lord of the Rings.
Really? You haven't seen it?
I've seen the first one.
Okay.
Barely. I barely remember it. I remember my mom bought it for us. It was like the last VHS tape she ever bought, and that was a heavy fucking VHS tape.
Thick VHS. Holy shit.
But no, my reasoning is women watch Lord of the Rings, and I would like to watch it with my girlfriend if I did have one.
Ooh,
so I'm waiting. I'm waiting to watch the plot for that.
I saw it for the first time a couple years ago, and it was all right. I thought it was going to be a little better, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a little bit better. I waited a long time. Maybe I shouldn't have waited so long. It probably would have been more magical as a kid. The world is awesome.
Yeah.
It is awesome. I'll say that. But people compare that shit to Star Wars, and I'm like, maybe it's because I grew up with Star Wars. I'm like, it's not even close. It's cool. It's fun.
Yeah.
But it's like, from the second this shit starts off, exactly what's going to happen. Which I'm sure, like, maybe somebody as an adult will be like, oh, this is what's going to happen in Star Wars. But there's some twists in Star Wars.
Yeah.
And if you don't know anything about it.
Fathers show up. Oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean, it's big. Yeah, there's a big deal. So I wasn't super hot on it. But that's good. That's good. I like that. And you're going to still be doing comedy. They got a lot of comedy clubs there. I mean, I love the Milwaukee scene. I love all the comedians in the Milwaukee scene. Love the stuff we got going on. But there's a lot more stuff, probably.
Way more.
Just more people. So there's more everything.
Yeah. I mean, up here might have 200 comics. If I can count them all, 50 that are probably working, maybe a little bit less than that, like actually consistently working.
Yeah.
Down there, there's thousands.
Yeah.
It's so many. Like, I'm not going to know everybody. And I'm kind of looking forward to that, honestly. Like, I get to be a nobody again? Fantastic. Dude. Then I can really get in my bag, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be fun. Those, like, first couple. What's that going to be like your first, like, open mic down there?
I'm hoping it's good.
Where nobody knows you.
Nobody knows. I'm just a name on the list.
You're just a name on the list.
I might throw some heaters out there just so, like, I know what I'm doing. Like, try to get my name out there a little faster.
You should, yeah.
It just kind of feels, in the comedy game, it feels like New Game Plus. Like, I still have everything I've done up here. I still have the material.
Yeah.
So I get to work it down there now and just get any better. Maybe learn how to do crowd work, because crowd work up here really isn't a thing. Either the crowd is not with you at all, and they're just like, we were told to be quiet, we're not going to say anything. Yeah. Which, fine, cool, whatever. But there's crowds where like, oh, we can participate, we're gonna ruin the show. We're gonna participate
That
so
happens
much.
a lot up here. I
Yeah,
would say.
it's like they asked you where you worked, not your not the whole occupation, not your job title, not who your boss is,
Not what your degree was in.
right?
Yeah.
People just go crazy with it up here. Like down there, I feel like people are more like, oh, here's one answer. Oh, here's one answer. Here's one answer type of deal. So
And just having maybe a more influx of people will help with like I think more just casuals being at comedy shows,
Right.
as opposed to like performing for other comedians, et cetera, or whatever. So that's awesome, dude. That's gonna be really cool. I'm excited for you.
thank you, man.
And I'm gonna have to come down to Chicago and see you guys. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's gonna be. I love Chicago. It's fun.
Yeah,
so.
it's very fun.
And you're born and raised, so you're a Bucks fan. So you're gonna be a Chicago or a Wisconsin sports guy down in Chicago.
Yeah, but so for me, I got lucky because when I got really into the Packers, it was the 2010 season. That's when they made it all the way.
This guy. So you didn't fucking care beforehand, and you're just like.
I
oh.
watched because my family watched. Don't get me wrong. Like I kind of remember the Brett Favre Super Bowl because I was like 4 years old, and I remember my grandmother just yelling at the TV so passionately.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what was happening on the screen type deal. I just remember they were very happy that the Packers won that day.
Yeah.
But the 2010 was like I got really into it. Like I had high school friends that were like telling me about draft picks and stuff like that, and like how this is gonna synergy up here, here, and here. Got really into it, and then they made it to the whole way, and I was just like, okay, cool.
Yeah. And you just didn't. You were just like, I'm good. I saw it. That's fair.
I was there the season after when they went 13-0. I thought that was pretty fun. Like just seeing that and like how the team just kept up, how like they kept clipping like that. But I got lucky with the Super Bowl, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and you checked out after that.
Yeah.
That's fair. Well, that's good. Pretend that you don't know they exist down there. Especially as it changes to the tide. The Bears are better now, so we'll see.
Yeah, they're moving to Indiana.
Yeah, that does hurt. That does hurt a lot, actually. Is there anything we didn't touch on today, man, that we need to get to? I feel like we bounced around a little bit. What have we not gotten to that we need to talk about?
I don't know, man.
I feel like we've touched on a bit. We got AI flyers. That was the big one I wanted.
AI to dead people to
dead people. What do you think the horniest religion is?
Horniest religion?
Yeah.
Honestly, is it the Catholics that do the soaking parties?
No, that's the Mormons.
Oh, the Mormons do the soaking party. That's pretty freaky. That's pretty horny.
Is pretty insane.
You got to have a third. You know how hard it is to get a third out here right now?
Yeah.
You got teenagers out there getting thirds in the bedroom?
Dude, I can't get 5 guys to play. I can't get 10 guys to play basketball. I can't imagine like convincing one of my friends to like jiggle my bed while I'm in my girl.
Right.
That's crazy.
Like, do I come in before the penetration or after the penetration?
How does this happen? Do you have to like push me into it so that I didn't do it myself? I don't know. I think Mormons is up there for sure. Mormonism is up there. I think which one is the confessions one? Which one is that, Catholic or who does confession? Catholic is confession. I never had to do that. I think I was raised Catholic. So, but confessing, you have to go and confess your sins. I think that's a little horny too. Like I gotta like dirty talk with my fucking pastor. I gotta be like, yeah, dude, I was getting down
through a thin veil.
Yeah, like you have to like you're not looking at him, but you're just like it's just like ASMR dirty talk. Like, yeah, it was me and my homies ran a train this weekend. Father, please forgive me. It was really crazy, but God, it was so good.
Please forgive me. I don't remember her name.
I don't know what he's. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing on the other side of that. He could be fapping on the other side of that wall. What the fuck? I just you never know. So I think Catholicism is up there. I don't know enough about any other religions to put them on there, but I'm sure they're all just as horny. They're very sex centered. You know what I mean? Like they try to pretend like they're not, but they really they're like, no, we have to draw all these hard rules around this.
But once you put that ring on, do whatever you want, kid.
Yeah, it is weird. I don't really get it. Speaking of that stuff, before I let you leave, you've been in Milwaukee your whole life. You're a Milwaukee comedian, Milwaukee-based comedian, I should say. You're moving to the different city here. Who in the Milwaukee scene, if you had to guess, as a parting gift, who's the biggest gooner in the Milwaukee scene?
Gooner.
A Milwaukee comedian scene. Who's the biggest gooner, if you had to guess?
Goon has a lot of different terms these days. What are we talking about?
We're talking what Father was just doing while I was confessing. If you had to guess.
If I had to guess?
If you had to guess, give me a comedian or two that you think are the biggest gooners in the scene.
They're not even consistent comics. They're going to be the ones that pop out in weird costumes every now and then.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. Have they been on the show? Any of them?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't think you can handle the heat that they would bring.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I should.
There's a guy that dresses up like Joker, like full on Joker. But
I've heard of him.
But he doesn't go by Joker. He goes by something else. Or there's some other mentally unstable people that try to.
Okay, they're gooners in they're crazy. You think they're beating their meat too?
Yeah.
Oh wow, really? Okay, what about the normaler comedians that maybe just also have porn addiction?
bro, this is some intimate. I'm probably one of them at that point.
I mean, I gotta be up there. I'm a high tier. I mean, I'm not in the scene like that, but I'm definitely up there. Who was I talking to recently? I ask all the comedians about like jerking off stories and whatnot. Have we done that? You told me about any time that you got caught jerking off?
No, I haven't been.
I'm trying to practice different ways of bringing it up because there's a couple like more professional guests that we have like lined up to come on later this year, and I'm like, is there a way I can sneak that in?
Maybe a good question to ask is, have you ever masturbated while at work?
Have you?
Yes, I have.
Really?
I have. And it was not at the graveyard.
No, it was
not.
That would you where? You don't have to tell me where, but what kind of job were you doing?
I worked at a police station. I worked in IT. Yeah. I worked in IT, and sometimes on second shift, when I was the only one on the second floor, I'd be like, well, the dorm rooms are right above me, so I just heard a lot coming out the windows and stuff. So I'm just like, let me go ahead and step over here for a second. Yeah.
Wow, that's why we got to defund the police.
Take away the internet connection.
Crazy. That's amazing. Yeah. So you never got busted though.
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. And you got paid.
I got
paid to bust out. You're basically a porn star.
Yeah, I got paid by the government to do that.
That's
shout out, kids. You can live your dreams.
Yo, that's actually insane. Yeah. We got to defund all that shit right now. Right fucking now. No, it's amazing, man. It's been amazing to get to podcast with you a handful of times here. I wish you all the best. If we don't have you on again before the move, I'm sure we'll have you on after the move.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to say thank you to anybody who's listening or watching today, as well as people that were viewing or listening days after over on Spotify or here on YouTube. I want to say a quick shout out to our patrons as well. They should be up on the screen. If you guys are interested in getting behind the scenes access to extra videos, extra podcasts, as well as a series where I break down how I mix, master, write, record every single one of my songs, go to patreon.com/Darren Rita, and you can help support the channel for as little as $1. Also want to say a quick shout out to Alpine House 2 and to Impulse Cameras, both for sponsoring their episode of the show. We've got Darrell stuff linked down below. Do you have any big shows coming up?
I'm at Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton on Thursday. I'm forgetting the headliner's name, so I'm not gonna say it. But I'm hosting that show, and then this Saturday I just got booked at Surge Billiards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's that? I'm trying to think.
It's in Logan Square.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Excellent. So you're there. Then people can, if in case they missed that, they can check the Instagram as well. You post other dates and whatnot.
Yep.
So check those out as well there. With all that stuff being said, this has been the 366th episode of the Detox Podcast. I will see you guys next.